Hello, everybody. This is Al Simpson of Witches of Westchester. That's the Kickstarter that we just did, and I wanted to talk to Asia Miryam.
Hello.
She's been kind enough. She's in England. She's in London, I believe. She's been kind enough to do a cover with us for the comic as a variant cover, and took some incredible pictures.
Thank you.
I wanted to introduce you to everybody. Tell us about yourself. Asia. I'm curious because I've only been seeing your stunning pictures on Instagram.
Oh wow, right. I'm actually not so interesting in real life as everyone may think. Like I spend probably 90% of my life at work, so like I don't really have a life. So yeah, I look cool on the Instagram. 90% of my life you can see me, wearing my joggers, going to the off license and going back from work, like, forgetting to feed my cat. Basically.
Well, your Instagram is stunning. I mean, it's
Thank
pretty.
you.
I mean, and it's funny because you see a lot of, you're on there and I'm on there, and everybody who's on these social media sites like Instagram, you see a lot of pictures, and after a while you're just numb. You're like, oh, I'm seeing another picture. I'm seeing it.
Yeah, you just keep scrolling and liking it, and you don't even know what you saw a second ago.
Right. So to me, it's very amazing when I see somebody who stands out, and you did. Tell me about your style. Like, where does it come from? I mean, it's amazing. I see you in different. Your hair is different. I'm like, who is she? Have like 100 people working with her? I mean, seriously, when I see like a real model. You know what I mean? So.
Oh, thank you.
But yeah, tell us about your inspiration or your process, or
I mean, to begin with, I'm a MySpace emo kid. Right, so I grew up emo, listening to My Chemical Romance, crying to Helena video. We all been there. So, I was a teenager, wearing checkerboard Vans with the fringe covering my whole face, hoodies and extra large. And I guess it went from there. And I mean, where it came from. Like, I remember when I was 12, 13, like, my mom was terrified, but I was obsessed with Inked Mag and stuff like that. Like, watching, all them half-naked girls with the tattoos and stuff like that. I was like, oh my God, I want to be like this. Yeah. And, well, 10 years later, here we are.
I hear you.
So, yeah.
I know one of the women I work with on my team noticed your some of the brands that you work with, like I guess the purse you had was a certain brand. Are you modeling for that brand, or how does that work, or is that just something you like?
It depends from the brand to brand usually. I mean, I don't really call it to begin. I mean, I won't work with the brand I personally don't like, because I mean, I wouldn't put something out to my followers which I know is crap. You know what I mean? So like, if you see me working with them, I love them. Sometimes it's me buying stuff myself and just tagging them because why not? Sometimes it's a collaboration of them sending me products to shoot, and sometimes it's a paid stuff. It all depends, to be fair. But yeah, if it's there, I love it and it's sick, and yeah, you should check it out.
Nice. Yeah, because I could easily see you like being compensated for the things that you.
And it does happen as well. Yeah, it's still like a side thing for me. I don't take it as my full-time job. I do something like completely different. But yeah.
Would you like this to be your full-time gig?
To be fair, I'm not sure with you. Like, social media can be so toxic at some point that I like to have my life like separated from it. Like, all right, if I wanna be right there, I can. But still, if it's getting too much, I have something else to turn on.
Right.
Oh yeah, it can be draining, I guess.
Yeah, I hear you. Yeah, it is toxic. It's kind of weird because I know just before Facebook got really super crazy, I was gonna, cancel my account and all this other stuff, but I had already put my business accounts on Facebook and started marketing and building pages. So it was kind of hard to pull out of it, but I am very selective and careful about, who I friend as far as like business wise, and, what I do on there, because people take things the wrong way and it could blow up, and make problems.
Oh my God, the internet is a dark place, isn't it? Especially when people, just behind the keyboard, they keep forgetting a lot of times they actually talk to a real person. There's a real person behind the screen. So yeah, it can be a dark place, definitely.
Yeah, it should be, a place to bring people together. Now, I've been lucky enough with the comic book. I did film before. I shot a documentary actually in Birmingham. So I've
Oh,
been
did
to
you?
London. Yeah, that was in 2012. I
Okay,
wrote
wow, a
music.
while ago.
Yeah, I wrote music. Yeah, I'm an old guy. I wrote music for.
I didn't mean it like this.
Oh, I know. It's weird. It's weird. When you hit a certain age, you feel like, well, I'm older than most of the people I'm dealing with. But, I like the fact that I've been around to see, like Prince and the Purple Rain tour and like,
Absolutely. It was the
all
best
this
time,
stuff that
though.
happened. Yeah, all this stuff that happened before it's nice to have a perspective. But yeah, I shot a movie over there in Birmingham only because I wrote music. I do music too. I did a soundtrack for a movie I did that was in the Philadelphia Film Festival. And
That's amazing.
yeah, and a local XRP like radio, which is like a podcast radio station run by, some guys I became friends with, started playing one of the songs, a jazz song I did actually, which I don't really write jazz music. I got thrown out of jazz band in high school for goofing around. So I'm really not a jazz guy. Most of my first album was like dark wave. It was 96. So it was like Trent Reznor, Nine Inch Nails, dark wave type music. So the
Oh my
jazz
God,
music.
I was born in 96, man.
I had somebody say that to me the other day. They were like, I said, my parents' house, we got to sell. We bought it in 83. He's like, dude, I was born in 88. So,
So
I'm
there
here
you go.
twice this week. I heard that, which is interesting. But yeah, I was over there and because the guy that ran the radio station was like, I can get a bunch of guys together if you come over and film. So I was like, yeah, we'll come over and film. So for a week, we filmed in Brum, near Brum, Burton-on-Trent. It's
Okay, yeah.
Star and Garter. And it was great. It was all different types of bands. It was a reggae band. It was a classic rock band. It was a DJ. I mean, it was really cool. So yeah, that was the last time I've been there, and it's been 10 years next year, and I already talked to everybody about coming back to film something for the 10-year anniversary.
You should definitely come back to London. Absolutely.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it when all this ridiculousness calms down.
Oh my God, it's bad.
Yeah. I did want to ask you about your tats. Tell me a story with those.
Where do I start? It's a lot of.
You tell me.
Oh my goodness. So yeah, probably that's the one. There's the most asked for why your arm is black and what happened to you. And did you really wanted it like this?
Yeah,
Well,
I can imagine you hear that a lot.
yeah, I hear it a lot. Like, oh, people like, oh my God, it's so cool. Like, what the fuck have you done to yourself?
Yeah.
Well, so yeah, there's a cover up. So I mean, I started getting tattooed when I was like 15. Which guys, don't do it. All right, don't do it. Wait. So you can imagine how shit they were. So then I spent a tiny fortune on cover ups to make myself look like something. So yeah, that's a cover up. I mean, my tattoos are still work in progress. We're still getting there. Yeah, it's a lot of stuff to do. Like, I mean, I want to be fully covered at some point. So we're working towards it.
Yeah, you're evolving.
We're evolving. Yeah, one day.
That's pretty cool. Yeah, your pictures are striking. Not just for what you wear before your tattoos too, but also your attitude comes across. I noticed with the models that I work with to do covers for the comic. You guys are like actresses in a way, and you're portraying a certain emotion, and it really comes through. Oh, nice cat.
Yeah, thank you. This is Salem. So yeah, she can be off my lap for longer than 5 minutes. So yeah, you want to join? Yeah.
There you go. But yeah, just complimentary to you as far as what comes across. But you do look different a lot. When I first started following you, it was like, a week like this way, and then you would change up. So I mean, I know that's part of your process, so you stay interested in what you're doing, right?
Yeah, the thing is that like I'm getting bored really easily. So like I could never for the sake of my life stick to like one aesthetic and just go for it. It's like, 1 week you'll see me wearing, joggers and like Air Max, then the massive demonia boots next week. It's like, okay, if you see me, just mind your business. Like, yeah, I'm all right. So yeah, I'm getting bored too quickly of stuff. So like something always needs to be different.
That's cool. That's very cool. Witches of Westchester. It's a comic book and an art book. So the art book is going to be all the covers. You'll be in both.
Yeah, I saw it online when you sent it to me before. It looks cool.
Yeah. It's a story, it's a spin-off of one of my comics, Vampires in New Jersey, and some witches that are in college or university, as I guess you guys say in Europe. And they're being trained, but they're also fighting, different things and doing different things and casting spells and traveling through time and all kinds of cool stuff.
I'm
But yeah,
actually so looking forward to it. Like, I mean, can I
yeah.
still get a copy?
Well, what happens is I do the Kickstarter for like this one's for 20 days now, and then at the end I'll print everything up and start shipping. And
That's
last one I did, I shipped all over the world, so I'll be shipping yours as soon as they come in.
Yeah, I'm so excited.
Probably about a month, which will be cool.
Yeah, I'm excited.
Tell me how you feel about witches and vampires and yada 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 stuff like that. Are you into horror?
I mean, I grew up on horror. Like, my dad is absolutely obsessed with it. So,
Okay.
I was 10 and my dad would play me like Nightmare of Elm Street or shit like this. And then I wonder like why I couldn't sleep all night. So, yeah, there we go. So, yeah, it all started like, I mean, it all came from my dad. Like, I grew up on stuff like Black Sabbath and stuff. Yeah. My dad is like old biker. So, yeah, I would listen to Black Sabbath and, watching Nightmare on Elm Street. What else was there? Like, being 10, 9. So, I mean, how else could I turn up? So, yeah, I'm absolutely into it. I absolutely love it. Like, I mean, vampires, like, I wish I could be one.
Yeah, I get that a lot. Since I did the comic, I literally get people from all over the world that are contacting me on how to become a vampire. And I'm like, I just write comics. I don't have details like that, I mean, they're very cool. The ones in my comic books, I'll send you a copy of that too. They're, who doesn't want to stay up all night and sleep all day and party all the time?
And never get old, right? Amazing.
I mean, that's the best, So yeah, I can see why they're attractive. But yeah, I do get
absolutely.
There's only so much I can do. I just write the books. I don't.
And then we all want the answer, right?
I got no hocus pocus. Yeah, I could see if you're available, you could work. I have a Vampires of New Jersey #8 coming out in I guess November. So
okay.
I could see we'll talk about that.
Yeah, I'll definitely be up for it.
Cool. Now I'm looking at there's a convention company that has conventions here for comic books. And they do have one that goes in London and one in Birmingham, in England.
Oh, wow.
They do New York, Chicago, I think Los Angeles, and then they do 2 in Europe. I know they do 2 in England and then 1 further into Europe.
Oh, that is sick.
So I'll look at next year, trying to do probably the one in London at least.
That's really cool.
I figure since I'm planning to go anywhere anyway, I'll plan around that event.
Yeah, hopefully, you can travel again.
Yeah,
it's gonna get a bit easier because,
I'm hoping 2022. I'm planning.
I'm trying to go back home from the last 2 years, and it's always something. So yeah.
Sweet. All right. Well, I don't want to take up too much time. I know you had a full day.
Okay.
Tell people where they can find you.
So it's mainly just my Instagram, Asia Miryam. They tagging me everywhere, so if you follow them, you can definitely find me. And that's pretty much it. I do only Instagram, to be fair. I'm quite boring. I'm too old for TikTok. So yeah, just my Instagram.
Okay, cool. I'm gonna, I'm kind of not too good at this extra stuff that you do, but I think I can probably pull the Kickstarter up picture with you here just to take a look at it. So we'll see if I can do that. like to record. Wow, that's weird. All right, so there we go. Okay. I found it, and there it is, and we will share it now. And it kicked me out of it, so let me go back. Oh, there you are.
There we go.
Yeah, there you are.
Oh,
And
wow, yeah.
yeah, you took a lot of great pictures. It's kind of hard for me to decide. You know,
I like this one.
I
Yeah.
think it has super cool attitude. All the women that I'm working with were like, "That's an amazing picture." You know.
Thank you. Say hi to all of them, yeah?
I will. I spoke with them last night, and I know it's night where you're at, but they all love your stuff and support what you do. And
Thank you.
you're
That's
welcome.
very kind of them.
Yeah, and we'll make a point to push it out. But people are getting into what you're doing, and we just page down a little bit.
Yeah.
There we go.
That looks absolutely good.
Yeah, they came out very well. But yeah, everybody, it's Witches of Westchester Kickstarter. Go on and check it out. Some superb work with Asia. I appreciate you taking the time.
Oh, my pleasure, absolutely.
And anytime you want to talk, I know there's a time difference, but if you have something you want to promote, just let me know. And
thank you. That's very appreciated.
You promote it through your Instagram or whatever, and then we can, get people in to talk to you and ask questions because you're very talented.
Thank you. Thank you. And yeah, I'm looking forward to any future projects that may be there. It's
Cool.
been, absolutely pleasure working with you guys.
Yeah, and I'll get the comics out to you towards the end of the Kickstarter.
Thank you. I look forward to them.
Yeah, it'll be 20 long, grueling days of.
I'm counting down.
Promotion, but I'll get it out to you.
Lovely.
And I appreciate you taking the time.
My pleasure. It's lovely meeting you.
Okay, you take care.
You take care to have a good night. I mean, it's not night at yours, but have a good day.
That's right. It's still, well, it's evening, so we're getting there. We're trying to get
almost there. Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.
All right, everybody. That was Asia Miryam. You can find her on Instagram, Asia, ASIA, Miryam, MIRYAM, on Instagram. And yes, Brad, thanks. We did get lucky getting her. She just, I saw her, and I'm not afraid to approach people about being, involved in a project I'm working on. I'll ask anybody anytime now. They'll usually say no, but but I don't mind asking. And she was nice enough to say yes. And the pictures she gave us are really incredible. If you go on the Kickstarter, they're beautiful. And yeah, you just met her. She's charming. So that's very cool. And Brad, check it out on Witches of Westchester Kickstarter. That's about it. I just wanted to talk with her with the time difference. I know, it's afternoon here, but we'll push out the video. And you guys have any questions, just contact me on the Kickstarter. We're just getting started. We did fund in 3 hours, so I was happy about that. And go check it out. It's got some cool stuff on there, including UK Model Asia Miryam. All right. Thank you. Everybody be safe out there.